Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel for day 1023 of our daily video content. And admittedly, this is not much of a video because this has been the busiest week of my entire life. And because next week is crazy, I felt it was an appropriate time to give a bit of an update about what the schedule is going to be and what's going on, because I need your help to decide a part of that schedule. It's kind of a conundrum right now, so I want you to follow along with me. So for starters, it's chaos because next week I will be gone for the weekend for my annual trip to Metrocon in Tampa, Florida. Now, general rule, if you see me at Metrocon, I will be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, because I'm trying to get to as many events and panels as possible to do my recordings. But by all means, if you want to come say hi, if you recognize me there and you want to come see me, because I know I got a bunch of people up in the Tampa area, or a bunch of people that come in for Metrocon, by all means, come up and say hi. I'm always happy to meet people. Just understand if I have to make it brief. I don't always do. Not always, but sometimes I do have to be quick about it. So as long as you keep that in mind, I don't mind anyone coming up to say hi. It's a social event, That's the point. I want to see people there. That said, this is going to be a weird year for those who are expecting my usual Metrocon content afterwards. I do want to put a more concise effort into getting actual event coverage up this year, because they're doing a lot of new stuff this year, and I really want people to be able to see it. I want to see it. I'm curious how it's going to work. But also, this is going to be the first year since I've been going as press to Metrocon. I'm looking at my badges on the wall. I think it's been over a decade I've been doing this. This is going to be the first year where I do not have an interview on the books. Rules have changed with a lot of the agents of the guests, so I don't really get to talk to anyone anymore. It's just how the business goes. That's fine. But also, my usuals, Scott McNeil has not been able to make the trip in years. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm ever going to get to interview the man again, not at least in person. But also, my usual interview for the last few years, Caleb Hiles, is also not going to be in attendance this year, as Metrocon's trying a few new things. So, unfortunately, yeah, there's not going to be an interview coming out of Metrocon this year, but there's going to be plenty of cool stuff that we're going to get to see, so don't worry, there's going to be plenty to talk about. But because Metrocon shakes up my schedule, and this one is a little bit more chaotic because there's a few things falling. Like, for instance, tomorrow, Monday, is supposed to be our news roundup, and it is going to be, because the news roundup is a little bit more time sensitive as far as my schedule goes, we're going to uphold that, even though tomorrow is the first of the month, which would normally mean my monthly Q&A video. So we're still going. So the cutoff is still tonight. If the question isn't on the comments by tonight, I'm not going to include it, just for the sake of making sure it doesn't get too chaotic or anything, and that questions are saved for next month. But that does mean the Q&A video is going to be bumped to Tuesday, so we will be doing it then. That said, Tuesday has been my top 10 day, so what happens to that? Well, the top 10 is in a chaotic position because we are currently at 2,000, and then next week will be 2,001. What makes that difficult is, my rules so far for the countdown has been only first run molds the year they came out. In 2000, that's fine, because Japan had car robots, America had beast machines. But 2001, barely any new Transformers were made. A few new Spy Changers that were unreleased from G2, an unreleased Beast Machines Bruticus toy, a couple of small brand new molds. If I do stick to my rules, and it's strictly first year only, regardless of where in the world they were released, that is going to mean 2000 is going to be stacked, mostly with car robots toys, and we're barely going to get to talk about Beast Machines toys at all. And I think that kind of cheats us out of a funny video of what the best toys out of Beast Machines are. But if I do it like that, 2001 is going to be just it's going to be drizzling. the drizzling you-know-whats, because we're going to be talking about Spy Changers as the top 10 toys of the year. I don't think that's necessarily fair, because these two toy lines are so distinct and different. I almost want to cheat the rules and go with, just for these 2 years, to go with American releases only. So we talk about Beast Machines in 2000s and the tail end of Beast Wars, and then in 2001 it's the tail end of Beast Machines and RID. That would be a little bit more interesting in those 2 videos, but it is going to skirt the rules. So tell me how you want me to do it. Do we want to stick to the format and do Car Robots in 2000, or do we want to make both videos a little bit more interesting and do essentially best of Beast Machines this week and best of Robots in Disguise the week after? I did a poll on this on Twitter. It was basically down the middle, so I want to poll my audience here as well. Leave it in the comments below which one you want me to do. So while I am out, I want to let you know what is going to be coming up. So on Thursday, you're going to get a review of Vector Prime. That one's already scheduled to go up. On Friday, I'm going to announce my next giveaway. No, it's not a Beast Box toy. This is just the example image I had. You'll find out on Friday what it's going to be. On Saturday, we're going to do another set of Earthspark episode reviews. We're going to do 29 and 30 to continue that. And if the plan holds up, on Sunday, you're going to see the other part of the tier list I promised you, which is focusing on Universe 2.0 repaints, which is going to be a little bit different than how we did the basic list. Monday, again, if all goes according to plan, we'll be back to our normal news roundup on Monday. Tuesday is going to be my Metrocon recap. Because, you know, like, I want to give it a day to digest before I really go into talking about the con itself. And that does mean that we're going to bump the top 10 again, and that is going to be whatever the result is. Is it going to be the leftovers of 2000, or is it going to be the best of Robots in Disguise? We're not really sure yet. I'll leave that I want your input on that before I make a decision. There's really part of me that just wants to do it as best of Beast Machines, best of Robots in Disguise, because if we do stick to the rules, that does mean that RID Bruticus has a real potential to end up on the best of 2001 list, and I don't think I can live with myself if that happens. So that tells you which direction I'm leaning. But that is going to be the schedule. That's basically the channel update. So yeah, if you see me at Metrocon, please come say hi. I want to have a good time there. I want to meet a whole bunch of people, and of course, yeah, that's how the week is shaking out. So again, leave me your feedback on how to handle the next 2 top 10s, or just talk to me, whatever. This is an update video. Do whatever you want in the comments. But that said, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you next time.